Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about repairing your wetsuit. If it gets a hole, it starts to tear, a couple solutions that you might want to think about to repair your own wetsuit instead of running out and just buying a brand new wetsuit. Okay. Okay, one of the things you can buy is a neoprene patch kit. So if you get a hole in the wetsuit where it's missing neoprene, something like that, you can pick these up at a dive shop, Amazon, fairly inexpensive. And the way these patch kits work is basically you cut the size you need, put over the hole, and you take an iron and it irons on. Okay, and it's neoprene material, okay, and the instructions are in it. It's a piece of cake. But today, what we're going to try to do is, I have a hole, but it's not really a hole, it's just the threads have kind of thinned out, so to speak, and there's little tears, okay? And so what I like to use, if it's on a seam that I'm trying to repair, instead of using a patch kit, if it's a seam, I like to use the neoprene cement. I've used it in the past. It seems to work great, and it doesn't take all that long. On a beautiful warm day, you can fix this pretty quickly, pretty easily, and in some instances, I've heard divers repair a seam, wait about an hour, hour and a half, and then they went diving. The seam held. Okay, so I've used this several times myself, and it seems to work pretty good. You just have to remember the neoprene cement is not made to fill a hole. Okay, if you get a hole, you're going to definitely want a patch kit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put a light coat on here. Okay, and then we're going to wait about 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to put another coat on it. What we want to do is put 3 coats on it, and the third coat being a real good thick coat on it. And hopefully it'll work on this. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm hoping. Okay, so as you can see, it's just black cement. Put a little bit here. I try not to get too sloppy with it, but just getting the threads and everything to absorb the first coat, basically. And then I'll try to go through on my third coat is when I'll really try to put it thick and heavy to kind of work everything over. But you definitely want to do 3 coats. You definitely want to give it time in between the coats. That's what the recommendations are, that's what it says on the can, and that's the way I've always done it, and it seems to work pretty good for me. There we go. We'll just let that sit just for a few minutes, kind of let it get a little start to harden up. But I've actually seen a diver, a guy I was diving with, he had a seam split on him, about a 6-8 inch split right in the seam the threads gave out. And right before our dive, we ended up he took his suit off, and he happened to have some of the neoprene cement. We did it, and I think it was about an hour, hour and a half later, we went out diving. It held for him. The seam didn't resplit. I've also heard divers talk about whenever there's a loose end. I believe really that's what this is made for. Is if you get a thread that's loose, starting to run on you, you want to put the neoprene cement on it. That'll stop the threads from peeling down. Okay. It's really warm out here today. I'm I'm going to try to speed some of this up because it is so warm. But the neoprene cement is real easy to use. I bought this from my dive shop. I think I only paid, I don't know, $8, $10 for it, something like that. And it's really worth to have in your Save a Dive kit. If you don't have room for it in Save a Dive kit, at least put it in your car if you're doing shore dives. Or have it at home so when you get home you can repair your wetsuit. The other thing I did want to touch on too, as far as taking care of your wetsuit, is don't forget to wax the zipper. A lot of us that dive in wetsuits, we always will wax our dry suit zipper, but how many of us wax our wetsuit zipper? Okay, you want that zipper to stay nice and smooth when you're putting that thing on, okay? And if you have to have buddies help you zip it up, right? If you keep it nice and waxed, that zipper will slide right up for it, okay? And so you're not standing there and trying to twist and everything to get that thing on. They're going to be able to slide that right up to help you out, okay? So don't forget that. That's a great scuba tip right there. Is you want to just buy some dry suit wax that's made for the zipper, okay? Every dive shop has it, and just wax the zipper, okay? I'm going to go again here. I know I'm going a little fast with this, but I'm just. Here we go. Like I say, it is rather warm here where I'm at. Hopefully you have a beautiful day where you're at. So, for this session of Scuba Talk, just want to remind you, you should always get a neoprene patch kit. And you should always have that with you, whether it be at your home. But the one thing you don't want to do is come home from a dive, have a big hole or a massive tear, okay, that the neoprene cement's not going to be able to take care of. You want to be able to do this. Otherwise, if your dive shop happens to be out of it and you have to order it, who knows how long it's going to take before it gets to you, especially in the era of now, right, with COVID, everything is being delayed. You don't know when you're going to get anything if you special order, okay? So things to think about. But that's a great thing to have on hand, okay? It'll save you, if you do these methods, it'll save you hundreds of dollars, especially when you have a really good wetsuit. And just because it starts to tear a little bit, you don't want to have to run out and buy a new one, okay? So these ads, or these aids, okay, are really good to have, okay? And I think what I'm going to do, because that's starting to crystal here, I'm going to put one more big gob on it. And then I think I'm going to just call that good. And then we'll check it out later. So thank you for watching Scuba Talk with Scubadave. If you like what we bring to you, and if this video helps you out in any way, please feel free to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and ring the bell. That'll tell you when we have new video releases coming out. And I hope you have fun. Have fun, be safe, and keep diving.